D, you got it.
What's good, people? What's good? It's your boy B Rock, and we are the Petty Crew. I am your host tonight, and we got a few topics that we want to touch on for y'all. But before we do, I want to introduce my co-hosts, although they need no introduction. We'll start with the ladies first. Our resident shit starter, Miss April O'Neil. Say what's up to
Hey,
the people.
hey,
What's up?
y'all.
Oh man, it's crazy.
And then, of course, we got our boy Boss Hog. Um,
Hey,
what's up, man? How you doing, fam?
man, I'm doing good. I'm ready to clam today.
Indeed,
Uh,
indeed. All right, so we're gonna get right to it, y'all. First thing we want to talk about is, I mean, what's been the big thing in the news is the whole submarine trip to go see the Titanic, and those five people who are presumed dead, who have been missing for how long has it been now? What, 5 days,
yep,
Sick.
okay. I'm
6 days? Um, we gotta address that. This is international news. We couldn't let the week get by without addressing it. That being said, April, those your people. Tell us what you think.
mm,
Bullshit. Cause for one, my wife wouldn't do that shit because they didn't have the money, and that's just stupid. I don't understand why they thought getting on this school project and going down under to see some shit that we've already seen. And to me, I feel like that's a grave site technically now for the dead.
It is.
And disturbing the dead is shit, I guess, shunned upon. And they found out. You fuck around, you will find out. And they did. But another thing that bothered me was that, a lot of people, I get it. It's sad or whatever, but
Yeah,
you
loss the
play
loss of
stupid
life, no
games,
matter
you
what.
win stupid. Yeah, it's a loss of a life. But then also what bothered me was that they spent all this money looking for these people or whatever, which they knew 9 times out of 10 they were gone. And but I don't know if y'all remember a couple years ago, it was a black husband and wife. They both a black couple in Mexico. The husband they were on a cruise, and the husband ended up having a stroke. Well, they
Hmm.
were hospitalized. The husband was hospitalized, but Mexico hospital, and they had the police up there. They wouldn't let them leave until they paid a $14,000 hospital bill. And the U.S. government didn't do shit. And it took Tyler Perry to pay 14,000 for them to be released. And I'm just like, but y'all spending all this money using the Coast Guard and to go find some motherfuckers who knew this shit was stupid. And I don't know if the shit is true, but they said it was being guided by a PlayStation controller. I don't know how true that is, but if it
Yes,
is, that's even
it,
more
it
stupid.
it's a yeah the the controls look like a PlayStation controller basically. That's
Yeah,
I can't say it was that exactly, but it looks like a gaming console controller.
yeah. And so I'm like, this little school project that they said was the
But
size of a minivan. And I know
no,
I'm
correct
just
me if
being
I'm wrong.
facetious
Correct
when
me if
I
I'm wrong.
said that.
But correct me if I'm wrong. It's not the first time that they've done that because that particular group had a company that was
Right, the
doing
Ocean
those
Gate.
trips. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a company built on doing that tour, correct?
I don't think they use that specific model though.
Right. No, I'm
I
not saying
think this,
they
yeah,
use that model. I'm
yeah,
saying,
they've
but
done,
that they
yeah.
were
Even
built
James Cameron,
on.
the producer of Titanic, has been down there to see the actual ship or whatever.
Okay, so
But
they've
I
done
think
this
they went in
before,
like
just
something
not in
more
that ship.
right.
Okay. Okay. Boss
Yeah, and
Hog.
so I just feel like I care because it's like, just the human thing in me. But
Right.
at the end of the day, I'm like they. paid to basically take a chance on death. And it's fucked up because it had an 18-year-old on there, and his life is gone, just because y'all want to go see some shit that you could have Googled, and I don't think we belong in the water with animals and shit. They say it's still thousands of shit in the ocean that we can't even identify yet. So who knows what got their asses.
So yeah, so I mean,
So
what? Yeah, that's the big thing. You don't know what happened down there. If they got caught up with something that we don't know about, did they get caught up in the rubble? What happened? I'm curious. I'm curious to know that. But Boss Hog,
they
what's your
said it
take on it,
probably
bro?
blew up.
Oh, it blew up. So yeah, they ain't even finding them bodies.
Yeah,
Too much no problem.
the
That sounds
pressure.
like water pressure to me, man. Yeah,
Yeah, I think the pressure, and because it was too small, I think it should have been bigger.
said every woman all the time.
I mean, if I'm gonna go under, I want. They were in a minivan, and we all done been in some type of minivan SUV type of vehicle, and shit going underwater 12,000 feet is no. You gonna have to put me on something bigger.
Yeah, I
But I
can
wouldn't be
dig
doing the
that.
stupid shit any damn way because I just think it's dumb. We already
Okay.
taking a chance on death flying in an airplane because that's not something natural that we are supposed to be doing. But they've perfected aircraft to the point where it's actually the safest way of travel if you compare it to auto accidents. But this shit here was just stupid.
Okay. Boss Hog, what you think?
Um, it's crazy. I just wonder. It seems like they just always want to think of some more shit out there to see. Just pushing the limits when it comes to this type of stuff. I can swim, but I'm scared as hell just go all the way there deep into water. Yeah, those are April people. There's nothing else to say about it. Those are April
Bullshit.
people. I mean,
My people
yeah,
was Italian. They were not stupid.
no,
Well, all right. So here's my thought on it, man. Look, I haven't really, I hadn't really gotten to the memes and stuff just because I don't know. I feel weird about it because at the end of the day, it is a loss of life. Um, no matter how you dice it up,
I love
and
dark humor though. So
I do too. But this one kind of felt weird to me. I don't know why this in particular felt. I'm just like, I'm gonna leave that one alone.
I've been laughing at every one of them that done crossed my page.
Hey, I mean, till you stay on. I ain't knocking nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about me.
Right.
But I will say this. I think that a couple things. Number one, um, I definitely get what you were saying about, the couple in Mexico. And let me just go ahead and answer it for you. It's money. And that just I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying it is what it is. They gave all these resources and trying to find them and this, that, and the other. I mean, it was let's be real, it was a white billionaire in that vessel. They finna they finna go try to find him. And I would like to look, hey, and I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. But I'm putting it out there now. If I ever I would hope that y'all would come find my ass, period.
I
But if
would
I'm
hope
a
that you
bit
would be stupid to do
no,
that
just hear me out.
shit.
Just hear me out for a second, because I mean you could say that, but there's a lot of things that we as people do that can be viewed that way. Like you said, you're saying air travel. Hell, I fly for a living. I fly for work. I'm in the air all the time. Um, there's things that people do, bungee jumping, skydiving, shit like that. It's
yeah,
things that So there's a lot of things that can be viewed in that light. The only difference with this one is they had the money to do some extra shit.
yeah.
So money does buy you the privilege of doing some
It's some
excessive
extra
shit.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? So I say all of that to say this: if ever um my name is followed by billionaire, um I don't give a damn who y'all didn't go look for last year. Y'all motherfuckers better come find me. Y'all better come find my rich ass.
I'm going ankles deep. If you ain't by my ankles, if I don't see you near my ankles, shit, Godspeed, and may the force be with you.
Hey, that's all. Hey,
And
it
I
ain't
can
got to be y'all.
swim.
It ain't got to be y'all. My point is this: if I'm worth billions, you damn well better believe it better be a team of motherfuckers out there looking
Wait,
for me.
did y'all hear that his stepson was out partying and at a concert, at a Blink 182 concert? Matter of fact, Cardi B made a video about it. Him and her and the guy ended up having a Twitter war back the other day because he was clubbing and going to concerts while they were searching for, like, it's like he didn't give a fuck. But I'm like, shit, because he ain't stupid. He know they wasn't gonna find them. If they didn't
Right.
find them
Yeah,
after day 2 or the first
yeah.
day, I mean,
I was on my first 48 shit. Like, man,
right, in the first
yeah,
48.
But
But and even if you were to do some stupid shit like that, I would hope that you would be like, man, I'm not getting on this, high school project that a motherfucker is guiding with a PlayStation controller. No, you're gonna have to give
if
me
I
the
did it, I was gonna.
Lamborghini version of
Right,
this shit.
right. I'm gonna need what I feel is the
Right.
best of the best of the best. However, again, when I say money buys privilege, we're not talking about regular rich. We're talking about billionaire.
yeah,
And
It's just
the
being
last time,
bored.
well,
the
not
same
no,
reason.
it's money buys privilege. Last time I checked, didn't Jeff Bezos and four other rich folks fly out into the goddamn atmosphere and was basically in space?
And then told everybody, he
You
thanked
can
all
do
the
it too,
employees for making it happen. Or thank
right?
everybody else.
Right. You know,
And
like
if they
so.
ass would have flew
Crazy.
up, then shit. And
Right.
like as far as
But
people who
again,
get in the ocean to surf and get ate up by a shark, why are you out there? I'm not putting myself in danger.
well,
That's the
I
whole
mean,
point.
again, well, right, and I get what you're saying,
And
and
paying to be in
and
danger is stupid.
well, I mean, to you again, it just depends on the type of person you are,
Yeah.
because I mean, I'm going skydiving. I'm gonna do it, and I'm doing
Oh,
it. I'm doing it with I'm doing it with the understanding that if it's my time, guess what? My chute ain't gonna open. It ain't a
All right.
goddamn thing I can do about it.
All
But
right,
I'm going.
Trevor.
I mean, it's one of those things. But call it stupid, call it whatever. But money
I'm scared
allows
to
you to
zip
do.
line.
I mean, hey, but you're scary, so it is what it is. So it is what it is. All I'm saying is, in this particular situation, I think money buys you privilege to do not just regular crazy shit. You can do some outlandish crazy shit, and it's going to become national news, especially when you're doing some shit like that. There's people who believe that there's more to explore in the ocean
It
than
is.
Yeah.
than there is in space.
It
Yeah.
is.
It's crazy.
And so,
It's
but see, again, I can't even sit here and say I'm not that adventurous, because if you told me I could do it safely and it was been tried and true and proven, hell, let's go. If I can do it safely and I can afford it, let's go. I'm with it. But the
No.
thing is, but again, money buys you privilege to do shit. The other thing that money buys you privilege is to do shit early. So we talking about fly. We talking about flying. You think it wasn't a bunch of rich motherfuckers who crashed and burned when people first started flying?
oh
Right.
yeah, it's
That's why I said
crazy.
Right.
it's
So
been
I mean, it's
perfected.
well, but again, yeah, you can say that now, and shit, 80 years from now, it's gonna be regular motherfuckers going scuba diving, looking at the Titanic,
Yeah.
or in submarines looking at the Titanic. It just so happened that these motherfuckers had the money to do it early, and it didn't work out so well.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
but I will say this, and this is just my honest opinion, and this might sound kind of cheesy, and this might be a bit of the nerd in me. But the fact of the matter is, if you want to advance with things in life in general, you're gonna have to have motherfuckers who got the balls to push the limit.
Uh,
And I mean,
Mm.
because of you, hey, think about it. If
yeah.
motherfuckers would, if you didn't have the balls to fly and fuck around and crash, we would not be flying today.
But listen,
Right, right.
there's been
And now,
people who've been down there
hold on.
before, so we know what's down there. We
Okay,
that's how we
cool.
got the
You're
pictures.
right. You got people who have jobs who have done it. Now they're trying to make it where you can do things socially. I mean, flying probably started out. It wasn't just purely social. It started out more militarily than
Yeah.
anything,
Yeah.
and then it became a commercial thing. Anything that everybody's always trying to find a commercial angle,
Well, they were willing to take
and
one for the
right.
team, and
Right,
they
and
have
they took
proven that
And,
I
and
don't
they,
need to
they right
explore.
they took one for humankind,
yes.
and probably 80 years from now,
Okay.
because of them, probably 80
What
years from now,
what did
motherfuckers
Neil
gonna be down there.
Armstrong
Oh,
say? One leap for man.
right,
What?
right, right. They took one for mankind or
Yeah,
humankind or whatever. And what's gonna
yeah.
end up happening 80 years from now? You're gonna be able to get that shit like what's the bus that be going back and forth to Houston?
The
The
mega
Uh-huh.
bus.
Yeah, the
The
Greyhound.
mega
mega
bus.
bus.
You gonna be able to get a mega bus ticket and go down there and see the
Bullshit.
Titanic in about 80 years.
Hell no, I am scared.
All
And you
because
know,
it,
humpback whales could have got that, took a bite out of their ass or some shit. You know, humpback whales are like 50 feet long.
oh, I know. But see,
Hey,
again, it just depends on shit that you want to. It depends on the person, things you want to see. Your thing is, oh, why am I going? If my ankles are too deep
Yeah,
in the
I'm
water,
not
I ain't
getting.
going.
Mm-mm.
Meanwhile, I mean, shit, me and my
Shit.
wife done been all out in the water, man. We been out there. We were out there in Cabo. We might as well have been out there whale watching. There was so many whales around our yacht.
oh
Well,
man.
see, the
So,
reason why is because
but
when I was little, I got traumatized because we went to the beach and the waves were coming in. Even though I knew how to swim, I know how to swim or whatever. But you know, as the waves coming, it's taking you further into the
Yeah.
ocean.
Yeah.
nigga,
As it, yeah.
don't project your trauma on the rest of us just
But
because you
that's
got
why
put in a
I
fucked
only
up
go
situation.
ankles deep.
Oh, you took
I'm
took
Right, because you done
and,
went through some shit. Now we all got to stay our ass in the house because you
well,
don't want
hey.
to go. Man,
I mean, I
hell
just
no.
don't believe in swimming with animals. I want chlorine water only. And I can
Mm.
go, I can get in the deepest of the deepest swimming pool, but the ocean, I just don't fuck with it. You know,
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
It's
I
scary.
get you. I get you. And there's some crazy things in the ocean, and I am very aware. Like right now, you'd be hard pressed to get me in the water anywhere, um, especially around the Gulf and in Florida, because
right.
there's a lot
Yeah,
of
hell
because I've been seeing all these reports about hammerhead sharks, and all of
Yeah.
that.
yeah, hell
So
yeah. Oh, in
yeah, I'm
Florida, they
cool.
pull up on you like, hey, what y'all doing?
I'm cool. Yeah, I'm cool. I don't want no smoke, so I ain't
And
getting out there.
Galveston just
Like
dirty,
right, Galveston it got dirty water, so I can't see what's in the water to make me feel comfortable.
Yeah.
right?
Um, Australia is beautiful, but I ain't getting in the water because they got jellyfish and all kind of. Man,
Yep,
I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
yep.
So I pick and choose my battles. However, I will go down. I will go down to Isla Mujer, where you can freaking go swimming with whale sharks. Why? Because whale sharks ain't got teeth like that, and they ain't doing none of that. You can go swimming with them, and just
I don't give a
it's some
damn. They might grab you by the ponytail like that.
Yeah.
Well, did
nigga.
that
I
lady?
got go on, grab me by my ponytail.
On your
Go on,
arm, you got limbs.
go on, grab me by my
They done
ponytail. Yeah,
slung your ass like a rag doll, like that whale did that lady. Let me stop.
but see, you talking about orcas. You talking about orcas. You got to know the animals you dealing with. I'm not going swimming with no fucking killer whales. They call that for a reason. They got
That's
black
right.
Air Force One energy.
But he,
I am not
no,
going to be.
he thought he was playing with her ass. They
No, no,
played.
no, 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 no. Them mother again. You got to know what you're dealing with, and so certain stuff I ain't gonna do. But I'm not. For me personally, I'm not gonna.
Hell, I gotta pop shots before I take shots before I get on an airplane because shit, I'm scared of that. But I fly, but I mean, like I said, shit. Yes, it's a privilege. They perfected it, but at the same token, I know that what I'm signing up, and that's about as far as I'm gonna go with the adventure. Is flying in the airplane,
You
and
got to
Boy,
know your limit.
you can sit. Boy, I
Yeah. You
didn't know
got to
you was
just
that
know what
scary.
your
Where you
limit is.
consider flying as an adventure.
Negro, that's 30,000 feet. That's higher up than the depths of the ocean. 30 miles. That's you
Yeah.
going 6 miles into the air versus
I
two
hundred
miles
percent.
into the
I, I
water.
I I totally understand. And it's just at this point, I done flew so much. It ain't
And
an
they
adventure.
and they say drowning
It's
is
just a
more
thing.
peaceful than
Yeah,
anything. Drowning is the most peaceful way to
Drowning,
go.
yeah.
drowning sounds like a painful thing to me, man.
They
Like I mean,
actually
You
said
said
it's
drowning?
peaceful
the
because it
idea of
fills up your
drowning.
lungs and then you lose your
No, that's
oxygen and then you
crazy.
go.
Well, I
No,
mean,
man.
no, seriously. Like if I gotta
You
think
can't
of ways to
breathe.
go, if I gotta think of ways to go, the idea of any form of suffocating sounds
Yeah.
really painful. 'Cause, I mean, I done had the wind knocked out of me and thought I was gonna
But you know,
die.
when you
Like,
pass out first.
We,
So and then
I
there's
don't know,
nothing else
man.
but the brain activity cut off versus getting shot in the head and stabbed to death and bleeding out. Yeah, put me in the water. Yeah, I drown before getting
well,
shot.
I think it's levels to the shit when you
But
think
then
about
again, we
it.
can't ask them because they dead. So we can't ask
Yeah,
anybody that's been shot dead, and
All right, you bring it
stabbed
back.
to death.
Bring it back. Hey, dog, how was it? How
Okay,
was it?
yeah.
Right.
which would you like? Well, we
Yeah,
can ask somebody that have been shot that be like, shit, they thought they were gonna die. Shit, they seen the light, but shit, I bet they ass would
anything
probably take
painful
drowning
is
than
crazy.
being shot.
What you say, boss?
Anything,
Hog?
I say anything painful
Yeah,
is crazy.
I don't
I
want to
mean,
be
when you
in
think about in the
pain.
water, you can't breathe. You
Yeah.
know, it's you just think about it, kicking in the water and you can't get nowhere. Oh, dog, that's crazy.
Right. I mean, that shit just seems terrifying to me.
Yeah, because two
Like,
miles, when you think of it, if you
That's
walking 2 miles is far. Shit,
crazy.
imagine having to
If,
swim.
if
but
you
the
get
thing
to the
is, even if
beach,
you could swim 2 miles up and somehow magically hold your breath that long, the pressure is gonna fuck you up when
Oh
the when
yeah,
you hit the pressure change.
yeah. Cause hell, I've
we
swam to
all
a
been to
12-foot
beach.
swimming pool and my ears popped, and I thought my eardrums was about to come out my damn ear. Cause
It,
that's some painful shit. I had to get out the pool and sit for like 2 hours because my ears was like throbbing. Cause
it's
my dumb ass went to the bottom of a 12-foot swimming pool.
I mean,
and
I've done
listen, that's
that,
as
but
far as
you
I'm
must have
going.
came up too fast. You must have came up
Man,
way too fast.
we
I don't
all
know.
done been
Just
to a
you
beach.
feel the pressure, that water getting in your ear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just think about it. If we all have been to a beach, right, and if
yeah.
we're not there farther out and further out, like April was saying, then the tides shit coming in. Listen, I done got scared trying to get
Hey,
back
I have
in,
too.
coming back
The
in.
under that I'm scared of the undercurrent. That's what I'm
Yeah,
scared of.
yeah. And it took my brother because he seen my ass going further and further, and I'm trying to swim. That shit pushing me back. And my daddy had already said, "Don't go past your knees, your thighs, or whatever." And I was like, "Nigga, I know how to swim." Shit, I didn't realize he's like, "This is the ocean.
Yeah,
Yeah, the ocean don't give a
everybody
It's
fuck.
not no
say,
pool."
right, there ain't no food. You ain't got nothing to grab and hold on to.
Right. It's like
Yeah, yeah.
I was swimming like a pro in the wave pool
Right,
at Hurricane Harbor.
right. Right? Like shit,
Yeah,
nigga. I am shit. Michael Phelps in this bitch. Shit, that ocean said, bitch, we finna test that theory. Had my
Right.
ass scared. They told me, why you get out? Shit. I don't even want to talk about it.
oh,
Yeah.
no, that's crazy.
But
Yeah.
man, with all of that shit, I look, do I think it was crazy, especially if it if that hadn't been tested, especially if you can control it remotely. You could have took it down to see if it could withstand the pressure, all of that. If it hadn't been tested properly, then yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, so
However,
it hadn't even been tested?
No,
I'm assuming not if it buckled under the pressure.
Wow.
But
yeah, I think they're like the first.
some didn't get tested properly.
Yeah,
But either way, I mean, I by no means do I think people should stop trying to explore or push limits of technology or any of that. I'm not a fan of that. I mean, I'm not your Huckleberry. I'm not going to be
yeah,
the tester, but I would like to reap the benefits once you get
I
done
mean, but that's
testing.
why they got robots. That they sent
No, that's
robots
what I'm
to
saying.
look for their ass.
Right, right. That's what I'm saying. That's why. But I would like to reap the benefits once you get
yeah,
done testing.
yeah,
you know,
I
yeah,
mean, if
but
they were going down there because they feel like it's an animal that they can catch that got the cure for cancer, hey, you know, Godspeed. May the force be with you. I'd even donate, but the fact that you just went down there to look at a wreckage, over 100-year-old
Uh,
wreckage,
like
that's
why?
just like for what. And we seen pictures, we
Yeah,
saw the movie.
yeah,
It's hell. The producer of the movie went down there, so
Yeah,
he brought back what we
but you
needed to
ain't got a
see.
selfie. You ain't got a selfie of where old girl was standing on the front of the ship in your submarine. What the hey,
right.
what you talk about a profile pic flex?
Yeah,
I'm in my submarine.
Nigga, I
Hold on,
can
I'm in my
Photoshop
submarine
myself in there.
like
The way they've been doing these memes, they photoshopping the shit out of 'em. So shit.
right.
I was
No,
there.
hey, again, money let you do some wild shit. We sit out here, we
Yeah.
flex. Oh, I got my chain. Oh, I got my nice ride. Hey, I'm doing the private jet thing, but motherfucker, you ain't got no submarine. I went and saw the
right,
Titanic last week, bitch.
right.
Like,
Yeah.
if that shit worked out that way,
Yeah,
it
I
just
ain't
didn't
even
work out
seen
this
the
time.
movie all the way. I have never seen Titanic the movie all the way through. It's too
no,
fucking long.
I I can't
yeah,
even
So
lie.
it's about
I
as
can't
long as the
sit
going
here.
down to the damn water. I mean, to the actual ship.
Right. And I guess, hey, again, maybe I'm crazy. But if you told me that I could get to space safely, I want to fucking see it. I want to
oh
go.
no, that's too much, bro. That's
I
too
want
much.
to see. Nigga, I
That's
want.
too
So
much.
maybe, hey,
Yes,
maybe.
bro, that's too
All
much.
right. So let's just go
Look at that
ahead. Let's
space.
just go ahead before we move to the next subject, and we'll go ahead and acknowledge. I, Brock Gardner, if I should so happen to run into an insane amount of money that allows me to do shit, I might be on some wild shit too. I
Well, put
can't
me
say
in
that I
the
won't.
wheel, please.
I give y'all that painting that your husband keep trying to steal off my wall. I got a painting at the house that her husband tries to steal off
Uh-huh.
my wall
Uh,
every time he sees it.
really?
So I leave it to y'all.
It's a nice painting, and I think whoever y'all got it from somebody who was throwing it out or something. Eric.
One of my cousins actually painted it and was
Yeah,
just getting rid of it.
yeah.
And yeah,
So
it's freaking
it's
gorgeous.
a nice
But
painting.
yeah,
But no, if
but
it get coming to some money, we just airplane. That's about as adventurous. So
airplane, I
Yeah,
can
that's
dig it.
airplane.
what I know.
I'll buy a jet. How about that?
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be doing all kind of shit. I'm gonna skydive
I'll try to have them
and
bring back the Concorde. Y'all remember the Concorde airplane?
oh
The one
god, I'm not. Yeah,
that get you from to your destination half the time. That's
yeah,
what
see your ass trying.
on
See you just
Coming
trying
to
to die
America. That's what
quickly.
they flew on over here.
You just
Huh?
trying to die quickly. You think if you gonna go out, at least let it be fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
But
ain't
just
down.
burning. Ooh.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
couldn't even
man.
imagine. But them memes was a trip. I ain't even gonna lie. Them memes had me cracking the hell up,
You
especially the
going
one that
to hell?
referred to them as mer niggas instead of mermaids.
You going to hell?
I missed that one.
You didn't see it? He said
Hey,
mer
y'all
niggas.
done made
So
me
y'all think
made me
the
choke
mer
on my
niggas
damn
got
yak.
them?
She done made me choke on my yak, boss dog.
No,
All right,
All
man. What
right.
we got next, man? What we got next?
I don't know. You tell me.
You got the clip of old girl
Yeah, the
who
one,
was
bro.
talking about her sexual habits with
Yeah,
her book. Yeah, play that clip for us.
I think I got it. Uh, let me sure.
Called them mer niggas. Wow,
And look,
wow.
um, let's
Yeah, that
see.
shit had me cracking up. I was like, not mer niggas.
Hold on. Here we go. I think it's this one you talking about right here.
That's it right there. Listen up, y'all.
So since you don't want to fuck up your walls, don't fuck up
Hey, see if you can rewind and start it from the beginning.
Okay,
I she
it's
better
a
pay all my
real.
bills. All your bills. You ain't giving me no.
I can't. I can't. Hold on. You know when it's the little reels. You can't slide it back. Let me see.
Okay, I see the play thing up top. Just go ahead and let it play too.
Yeah. Let's go. And then, I didn't repeat anyway.
Peace and no pleasure. Think I'm about to give you some protection and provision? Okay, goddamn it. Somebody come knocking at that door. You better grab the pistol and carry your naked ass down there and shoot at him, because I ain't doing it. Since you don't want to do your woman shit, I ain't doing my man shit. I play your pistol goddamn working.
Get in there, brother.
Okay, all right, here we go.
I'm like that too. I'm actually asexual, and y'all can Google
What
it.
does that
Like,
mean, ma'am?
look it up. It's something real. Like, people are not like highly sex. Like, they don't want to fuck like all the time. Like me, I can go like I can fuck like one time out the month, and I'll be good.
Bruh, that's not it.
I don't have a ring on my finger. It's to my discretion. I'm gonna fuck you when I want to fuck you, because you're not gonna fuck my walls up. I really don't care for it. Honestly, I really don't care. You can take it out the earth if all I give a damn. I hunch my pillow.
If y'all
Listen.
trigger,
Can I
you
finish?
gonna talk?
I didn't even
It's my turn to talk. I'm tired of that bullshit. You think that you gonna fuck me once a month, and you think that I'm gonna pay bills? Because guess what? See, hold on, Queen. I'm not talking to you, Raindrop. I'm talking to this person that wants to fuck once a month. You know what I'm saying? You think that you're gonna fuck me once a month, or when you feel like it, because I'm not gonna fuck up your walls. Guess what? I'm not gonna pay the rent, because I ain't gonna fuck up my bank account. I ain't gonna pay your goddamn car note, because I ain't gonna fuck up my bank account. Guess what? I ain't gonna pay your goddamn insurance, so you're gonna get a ticket and they're gonna take your black ass to jail, because I don't want to fuck up my bank account. So since you don't want to fuck up your walls, don't fuck up my credit cards, goddammit, and carry your ass back to the apartment you came from.
Right there.
Wow. He was heated. I didn't think, well, did she say she was in a relationship? I could have sworn she said she was a single woman. I can't hear you. You're on mute.
She said if she was in a relationship,
Oh, so that means
that
she's not.
yeah, she's not. If she was in a relationship, that she would be cool with fucking once a month, and she would only give her man some whenever she felt like it, because he wasn't gonna fuck her walls up if she ain't got a ring on it.
So if she got a
Go
ring,
ahead, give
she'll
it
fuck
to
her
us,
walls up.
Bob.
But she asking him to pay. He bringing out bills. Did she? I don't think did she say she wanted a man to pay her bills?
I'm gonna get to that, but I want to hear what y'all got to say first. Boss Hog.
I just be wondering, what do women who think like her is gonna happen? Why would you even think like that in the first place? What did you think you would even that would even be on the table? Like it will be a conversation. I just see my head, dude, he was right. It's like, and then for me, a lot of times, a lot of women who act like that, when you look at them, they really be basic and shit. I be like, y'all not even, high class women. It's the low ones that's killing me. So whatever.
Well, she said if she was in a relationship, which means she's not, but she said also having sex on the regular, being unmarried, because she said without a ring on my finger, which obviously she's saying technically she would still be a single woman, and until he marries her, then he ain't finna fuck her walls up. I think that's fair. And I don't think she was asking for him to pay her bills. He brought that shit into it. So I mean, she's actually right, because technically, because we got our Bible thumpers out there. She shouldn't be fucking before marriage anyway.
Okay, so here's where I'm gonna get you on. Here's where I'm at with it. All right, if you feel that way, if you feel like, hey, I ain't gonna let you fuck up my walls until you put a ring on it, and I'm gonna fuck you when I want to, and if that's once a month, it's once a month. How about we just not fuck?
That's fine.
Like, let's just not do that then. Like let's not even like either be with it or not.
Yeah.
But don't be dangling the shit like a carrot. You know what I'm saying? So either be with it or not. So that's one. Two, I think the reason she didn't say that, but she also didn't argue it either. And I think what he was getting at was not so much her as much as he was the typical narrative. I think more often than not, women tend to expect for a man to show characteristics of a husband from the gate. You know, if your husband material, you need to show that from the start. You need to be doing it not even before you put a ring on it. You need
Yeah,
to show that you're a husband material. But more often than not, I hear a lot of women say, "Oh, he want me to act like a wife, but I ain't his wife yet." So, I mean, why don't the same rules apply? And I don't mean that just purely. I'm not just purely talking about sex. What I'm saying is this: if you're a wife, all right. Matter of fact, I'll put it like this: I knew my wife was my wife before we got married because she was facilitating the role.
yeah,
She was acting as if she wasn't hitting me with the, oh well, when we married I do this, but until then I ain't do no,
you,
because the
you
fact
gotta
of the
be able to
matter is,
switch up.
if you ain't already doing it, you're probably not. You know, so
Yeah,
that's what I think he was getting at more than anything. That hey, don't expect me to act as if. Don't expect me to give you the wife treatment if you ain't willing to act like one.
yeah,
So that's what I think he was getting
But
at.
see, and that just comes into play that people always want to play house, and it's a catch 22 because a lot of people say you shouldn't live together and all this shit before marriage. But then again, I
right,
also know somebody who did go that route, and she did not like her husband once they got married and moved in together. Shit, they was separated after a year
for
because
what?
they didn't play house, I guess you could say, or whatever. But he didn't pay her bills. She was a RN and he was IT or some shit. So they both had their own little coins. But um, you know, it's you can't expect somebody to play house that I don't know. I don't have those problems. So shit, I don't know.
Yeah, which I mean, I can definitely get with that, and I do think that a lot of people get caught up playing house, this, that, and the other. As far as the
Mhm.
whole messing up my walls, this, that, and the other,
Well,
um,
first of all, the walls is has an elastic type of
um, yeah, true,
yeah.
it does, but there's a simple
You
fix
cannot
to that.
stretch it.
Well, but there's a simple fix to that, and I sent that video to y'all because it was comical to me when people talk about their walls and they sent and this, that, and the other. How about you wash that motherfucker? How about you keep a bunch of niggas out of it, and then you won't have to worry about it. You know, keep maybe keep your count down a little bit, and you won't have to worry about that. But if you sitting there, I mean, I mean, fine, you fucking them once a month, but if you fuck 36 niggas in 36 months, you might still have the same issue, even if it's once a month. So I mean,
Hmm.
it just is what it is. But you know, all of that said, I think that more often than not, women tend to want men
But she
to
sounds like
act.
she has a low sex drive because she said she don't need it. She said she'll be good for the remainder of the month. And a
Yeah,
lot of women, a lot of us are like that. We can be good. Hell, we don't have to have it at all.
that's
And
because y'all. That's because y'all got the fucking y'all got every fucking toy at your disposal to pop pussy whenever you want to.
shut up.
Niggas don't have that. Niggas don't have that fucking shit at our disposal.
Bullshit.
Y'all got like
They got the bitch that's shaped like a body where you slide it in.
don't
They
nobody
got
want that. Don't nobody want
but
that
it's
rubber titty bitch.
available. It's available.
Yeah, but that shit ain't. You acting like y'all got shit that spin around and shoot water and all of that at the same time.
Shut up, Stu. I don't know because I ain't never used toys. Well, by myself. Y'all on mute. You on mute.
yeah. No, I was just saying. Never mind. Never mind.
I'm not gonna play with you today,
I mean,
boy. He is on chill mode today.
dude, I'm just Stu
Oh
Why
no.
what does you do it, B? I
I
think
know.
people handle it tonight.
Is he on mute? Yeah, he on mute.
Yeah, I can see.
Give me
Yeah,
just a
no.
second. Y'all got a work call.
Oh yeah, nah, it's all good. Uh,
No, that's I
ladies,
just wouldn't even put my business out there like that though. But at least she's letting them know up front. So shit, he can either respect it or move on.
But she didn't necessarily say she was letting folks know up front. She just said that's just how she is. She's asexual and she can do without. Um, and don't get me wrong. I I think that most of us get to an age or an amount of experience to where sex doesn't necessarily move you to the point to where it drives your life. Um,
Mhm.
However, she also this is just from what I gathered from that. It doesn't seem like it's almost sound like she hadn't had a lot of pleasurable experiences.
Probably.
Maybe she ain't been getting no. Maybe she ain't had no good
But some
experiences.
women just have low sex drives too.
Okay,
And
all right.
it
So
could be an imbalance. And some
yeah, it
women
could be
take shots to fix it.
right. Right, and as a man, we just have to deal with that, right?
Well, no, you don't have to. You can move on.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, what a lot of women will say is that because what it sounded like was just, hey, she has a low sex drive, and some women are like that, and that's okay, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, if it's okay, if he's cool with doing that,
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that we was gonna keep the same energy.
if he
'Cause-
cool. But what does the whole? I guess because the way she displayed it made it seem like it's because it's her body, this, that, and the third, which
yeah,
all
but
that
she also
is
made it about her
true.
drive too. Yeah, she made it. She did
Yeah,
it make it seem that
she
she
did.
doesn't.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was about
yeah,
her
she
drive
did.
too.
Yeah.
How do
So
women? All right, so I'm asking you, April. How do women? What's the general discussion as far as women and men's sex drive? Is it a
well,
thing?
women
Does it
have
matter to y'all?
estrogen that slows us down, and
Well,
then
no,
a lot of
I
us.
ain't talking about that. I'm talking about like, dude, is sex drive is a man's sex drive even part of the discussion with women?
Mm, I think more so performance versus the drive, because some have the drive but can't perform, or they stop payment too soon.
They stop
That
payment too
usually
soon.
be yeah, stop payment.
Hey, hell,
You
I
know
mean, hey, that's a compliment. Didn't nobody
that
tell you to bring that super soaker up in here?
or Bernie Mac say I'm gonna give you 59 pumps. That's
Right.
it. I think it's more so performance with women for the man, and versus the drive. Because a lot of women, like I said, shit, we can. I mean, there are those that have high sex drives that match it with their mate. And typically, a man's sex drive is higher than a woman's because of the hormones. But as far as the
How
we
how old are
we
you? How do you good?
whoosh, 37.
All right, fellas, I'm gonna hip y'all to some game. I don't know what happens when women hit that. It's somewhere between like 40 and 42, 43. Don't believe that bullshit that April is spewing about women's sex drive being lower than men. Cause something happens.
That's a lot.
Something happens at that age where
Well,
a
because
light
they
a light switch comes on, or
Yeah.
and something was dormant. And hey, don't let April get y'all caught up, because you're gonna run into one of these newly found 40-year-olds, and they gonna hey they gonna fuck you out of house and home, literally.
y'all can believe all that shit if you want to. I mean, there are those who their sex drive does pick up, but it was probably
Pick up
lax
is an
in their
understatement.
30s, and that's because if you look at it, the average 40 to 50-year-old only has to now worry about themselves. Either they don't have kids, or their kids are old enough to not depend on them. They don't have stress. They bills are paid. They drink
Hey,
their water. They mind their business.
they be eating
And
pineapples and shit, and they be out here
yeah,
fucking.
they taking trips and shit. They being left the fuck alone. So shit, yeah, they sex drive is gonna be a little higher than the one who is helping, who's married, got 3 kids, a baby, um, kids showing out in school, job getting on your nerves. When they get to 40 and 50, that's when that I don't give a fuck uh side effect kick in, and they just don't give a fuck about what's going on. They only worried about
Hey,
them.
hey, they be out here fucking when they hit
Oh
that
yeah, I
age,
got all,
and
and they take, some of them take shots too, because I know somebody that takes shots, and
it
her
sounds like old
sex
girl. It
drive
sounds like
be
That's
old girl
pretty
need
good.
to. It sounds like old girl need to take them shots. But that's gonna segue us to our last topic because I think this chick taking her shots, and when she hit that age, she started fucking, and that's Scottie Pippen's ex-wife,
oh
April.
man.
Go read that. Go read that post for us that you put up for us.
Okay, let me pull it up. Hang on.
Y'all, better yet, you got that box out. Can you throw that clip up real quick?
What,
I
which
don't think
one? Hold on.
it's
Which
just a
one?
It
picture.
says 48-year-old Larsa Pippen is getting half of Scottie Pippen's
Oh,
retirement money after the divorce and years of embarrassing Scottie. That
All right.
embarrassing part was a stretch because they embarrassed each other. Because let's not downplay the fact that he cheated on her publicly with her best friend, who was a Sports Illustrated model.
But I think that was a clapback from her cheating with Jalen Rose first. But that's neither here nor there.
is it?
Does she deserve half? That's the
No,
question.
no, she does not.
I'm saying.
Whatever she got in a divorce is what should have been sufficient enough. Hell, she hang with the Kardashians. She should have pimped her way through them. So, or I guess let them pimp her to success. But no, I don't think she deserves half of his retirement. That's his shit. And
At this stage, does
now,
she deserve anything from him?
Hell no.
The kids are grown, ain't they?
if they want to be technical, she should get what was made during their marriage, because that's how it is with annuities. Like
Hold on,
if
wait. Define it. I mean, describe that for me. What do you mean she
like
should get what was made?
up until I guess they divorce or whatever. She
Okay.
should get a payment, a lump sum from that,
Okay, so
from the
let's just
years that
call
they
it.
were
We
married.
know we know it's more than that, but let's just call it $10 million.
Right.
How does that how does that shape? Give me an
If
example of
he
what
was
you mean.
getting 10 million, then I would say for her to have been married to him 23 years, I'd say about 1 million would be sufficient.
$1 million a year for those 23 years.
No, hell no. Oh, I mean, like if they gave him a lump sum of 10 million, give her ass
Okay,
1 million.
she should get 10%. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah.
So we need to give her the Lord's money. Got it.
Yeah.
Boss Hog, what's your take
Yeah.
on that, man?
I don't understand how. I don't know how why are they still relevant? That's what kills
Who, Pippen
me.
or his wife? Why is Pippen's wife still relevant?
Because she's
Yeah,
doing stupid shit.
I mean
Okay,
all of them.
she
Scottie
relevant.
Pippen.
She relevant because Future done made a song about her.
And now
Um,
Jordan's son.
and now MJ's son is smashing her.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And so,
But she was
she's
also
relevant.
on Real Housewives of
You
Miami
know
too.
what? She's relevant, but hold on. I see what
My
Boss Hog getting
oldest
at. I
man.
see what Boss Hog getting at. In the grand scheme of things, she's relevant because of the niggas that she's fucking.
Yeah. But she also was on Real Housewives. So before all
She
of
was
this,
only on Real Housewives because of the niggas that she was fucking.
well, no, they were
Right.
still married at the time when she was on there.
Who was the nigga she was fucking?
Well, you said niggas
That's
with
my
an
point.
S.
I mean, hey, you know what? I mean, she got too many thought tendencies for me to think that she wasn't fucking somebody else.
Yeah.
She did come out with a claim that said when she was married to Scotty that it was a requirement that it was a requirement from him
That
that
they
she
have
had to
sex every
fuck
night.
him. She said something like 4 times a day.
Yeah, yeah. She said every day, 4 times, and she said she did it. So shit, hell, go my girl in a extra 500,000, cause yeah, baby,
What for
I know
popping
them
pussy?
walls.
Yeah, I'm
I know
gonna
them
say
walls is
you tripping out. Come on, man. Oh,
Ain't
shit,
nothing wrong with
nigga.
them walls.
That's
Gucci. I mean not Gucci, but
cause
Future fucked her in
that's
some
fucking
Gucci
when
flip
you don't
flops.
even want to.
What?
She could have been like, "Oh, girl," and said, "Nope, mm."
See
But
that was
if
such
the
an
roles
exaggeration.
were reversed, would y'all feel like he deserved her money?
He wouldn't get it. We wouldn't even be having the conversation
yeah,
if the roles were
but
reversed.
Bullshit,
it
bullshit.
was
Mary J.
There is
it
one.
Blige
wouldn't
had
even
to
do
pay
that.
Ken do, so
It ain't coming up.
they did
There is
Mary J.
one.
Blige the same way.
Fine. So you talking about two motherfuckers in history: Mary J. Blige's husband and Kevin
Right,
Federline.
right.
You talking about two
And
motherfuckers in
nobody
history.
else is like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like it happens so
Sherry
rare that it happens so
Sherry
rare.
Shepherd got to take care of a
Oh,
child that ain't even hers.
It happens so rare
that's
that
still rare though. That's two
Kevin
people.
Federline's name became a fucking verb. We use it to describe when motherfuckers get lucky.
Yeah, it's just three of them. That's it.
Like, come on.
But I'm saying he would if they had to go according to, because they have to go according to how the laws are. So they can't just, unless it was specified in a prenuptial, and shit, they was married 20 some years. I don't know, did they even have one? His bad shit. You should have had all that shit nipped in the bud before you married her.
Yeah, my
But
thing
that's
is back
what
when
you
they
get
was
when
playing.
because she, I ain't gonna lie, she a pretty woman. When you let's not, let's not play dumb and act like these athletes that get with these pretty ass women, they only seeing the pretty face and not that this
Yeah, that's
bitch
all they
is a
saying. Yeah.
scammer, deep down.
Yeah.
Like what's the bitch that done got the other basketball player, just got with him to get pregnant, and now she, what's the
You
bitch
talking about
name?
Zion.
Zion,
Talking about
No, not
Zion.
yeah,
no. The one before that one. The light skinned bitch, and she bragged about the shit. How she married him, had a baby, and left
Oh,
him.
I know who you talking about. I know who you talking
Oh
about. I can't think of
fuck,
that bitch
what's her
name.
damn name?
It's not Brittany Renner or whatever.
Yes, Brittany Reiner. Brittany Renner. Her. Yeah,
Yeah.
her. Yeah. And he was
She did,
7 years younger. Shit, he 10 years. He was so much younger than her, and she even went on to like a reality, not a reality show, but was it Deion Sanders? She interviewed with
But see,
somebody.
but you proving our point though. She does it. She gets book deals, and people low key
But
applying her and telling her, Hold on, let me finish." People low key applying her and telling her, "You go get your bag," and he should have been smarter, and this, that, and the other. If a dude do that, he just looks like a fucking creep.
niggas do that all the time. We don't see the memes about it's income tax season, nigga. Go get your go back home. Don't act like we ain't
Yeah.
seen them income
Okay,
tax
okay,
memes,
all right. So,
because I can
if
damn
we
show
gonna talk,
Google them.
hold on. If we gonna talk about the income tax means, I mean, I ain't one for body shaming, but let's go ahead and talk about the chicks that's in the pictures. Come on now. No,
It's
no,
the same
come on
shit.
now.
It's the same
Come on, no,
shit.
no, no.
It's
It
the
ain't the same
same
shit. It
shit.
ain't the same
Because
shit. It ain't the same shit. It ain't
it's
the same shit. But
manipulation. It's
no, it ain't.
manipulation.
It's
It's
manipulation, but
manipulation. She
at least you
manipulated him
manipulating the
by
motherfucker.
she
Yeah.
manipulated she manipulated this young boy playing on his intelligence because he was young, got all the millions, just like an insecure ass fat chick who just want to be held, and she willing to accept any fucking thing, and he knows she getting this 10 racks for claiming these kids and shit on her income tax, or he done fucked up throughout the year, and now he want to come back home and he play on her intelligence that he gonna do right and shit. It's the same fucking thing. It's manipulation.
So hold on. So I hear what you're saying. Now hear me out. You are comparing Joe Blow fucking a fat chick for income tax money to Brittany Renner getting $500K a month in
It
child
don't
support, my
matter.
nigga?
It's the same. It's
Come
the
on. That ain't
same
the same.
recipe.
That
It's the
ain't even the
same
same
shit.
ballpark.
If
That ain't
you
even,
rob
no,
a bank with just a letter and no
no,
gun versus the
whatever.
motherfucker who went in there shooting versus the
Nope.
motherfucker who pulled the gun out in the
Nope.
bank,
Nope.
they
Nope.
not getting the same charge. Are they not getting the same
Nope.
charge?
I'm not rocking with you on that one. I'm sorry, but I
You
call
just
pure
looking at the
bullshit on that
dollar
one.
amount. You're not looking at the
Because the
scheme.
dollar amount
The
fucking
dollar amount
matters.
don't matter because $10,000 is a lot to the average motherfucker.
Tell the nigga who got to pay $500K a month in child support that shit don't matter.
Right.
That's beside you talking about child support. I'm talking about manipulating somebody into playing on their vulnerability and
Yeah, and she
getting them
played
for
on
their
his.
money and
Man,
getting them for their money.
he getting up for income tax money. She
Just like
dropped. She
the Tinder dude, the one that scammed all them bitches into getting all these loans for private jets and shit. What was
Right.
it? They made a whole Netflix movie about him. Yeah, he's the ultimate scammer right there. It's the same shit. And he got what 10
I'm
million on
sorry.
these bitches.
I'm sorry. You know, you can feel how you feel, and we just gonna have to agree to disagree. But I refuse to say that smashing a fat chick and getting half her income tax
It's not about smash.
falls in the same category.
It's not
Falls in the
about
same category.
it does.
Hey,
You looking at the dollar amount. I'm
not to me.
talking about
No,
the
I'm not.
the act of doing it. The act of
No,
doing it.
we just gonna have to disagree because there's nothing you can do to make me agree with you on that one. I'm sorry, that is not the
Because
same.
you not thinking that you thinking about the dollar amount, not about the manipulation. It's about the manipulation. She manipulated, and it could have been a rich fat bitch. It still would have been the same fucking thing. It's the same shit. He
No, it's
played
not
on her.
because
He played on her
no, it's not.
emotions,
Now,
just
if you
like
saying it's a rich
Brittany used her pretty face and her body, and got this boy with this money, and
not the
got
same.
her into and got a bag, just like a nigga who can go.
That's not the same.
It
That's not
is
the
the
same.
same.
No,
It
it's not.
is.
No, it's not. The only thing that you can compare to that is Federline. Federline dropped the baby off in that chick and then got the baby. That's the same. That's the same. Me taking this chick's income tax one
No,
year ain't got
Britney
nothing.
Spears lost her mind. That's why all that shit went downhill and he got that money because she spiraled mentally. I ain't talking about them. That don't even fucking count. That don't
That's
even
more of
count
the
because
same. That's more of the same.
Kevin was a good ass father. That's why they granted him custody of them kids.
I'm not saying that he wasn't. What I'm saying is that is more in comparison to the game, if you want to call it that, or hell, if you want to use Mary J. Blige, do that's more of a comparison than the income tax.
But actually,
scam.
Britney Spears. I ain't gonna say prayed, but she used her richness to get Kevin because he was her dancer. She could have had any motherfucker on the planet. She was bitter and hurt about the breakup between her and what's the boy from NSYNC? What's the
Timberlake?
Yeah, him. And then she just because we was like, bitch, how the fuck you go from Justin fucking Timberlake to this nigga who we don't even know and come to find out he your backup dancer.
Because that motherfucker was smooth as baby shit. That's why. Don't you take that shit away from Kevin Federline.
But
we gonna keep this win. We gonna keep. Man,
she could have had anybody in the world. She could have had anybody in the world, and she chose
you
him.
Ain't taking that win from us.
Oh boy, he could have chose any girl in the world, but he chose scamming ass Brittany Renner who bragged about the shit. And just like niggas who brag about, this bitch finna get her income tax, I'm finna finagle my way back into to her life, and then be gone. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is.
It'd be one thing if I was getting this bitch income tax for life, but nah, not the same. Because this bitch finna be getting child support for the next however many years. Yeah, nah, not the same.
His bad.
Not the same.
His bad.
But see and that's my point. You're saying his bad, but if it was the other way around, the conversation would be different. Because
Y'all
I
don't
mean, at
feel
the end of
bad for the bitches that get screwed out of their income tax check?
it ain't the same.
Yeah, I
It
was
And
saying
is.
number one,
the
hold
same.
on. Two things. Two things. Number one, it ain't the same. Number two, I never said I didn't feel bad for the chick. But my point is
I don't
that
feel bad for
nobody. No, hey, that's you. So the y'all that you talking about is you, my nigga.
them. No.
Because I the y'all that you talking
Well,
about is
yeah,
you.
because I said it's bad just like it's her bad. You
Well,
let
no,
this
well,
nigga
no,
come.
but you saying y'all, and I guess I ain't the part of the y'all because I do wish that that young cat had some other people around him. But the fact of the matter is, some people don't, and a young cat get preyed on like that. I do feel bad for that young cat. And if it was a young chick who got preyed on and scammed for her money, I feel bad for her too.
But
Maybe I just
it's a lot of athletes
maybe
that choose a
hold
pretty
on,
face.
hold on. Maybe I just care too much or whatever. But I mean, look, I mean, you said there's a lot of athletes. I'm sorry, my dear, but that ain't got nothing to do with athletes. This nigga was like 19 at the time. Any 19-year-old with a 19-year-old libido is gonna be trying to fuck something that look good. So I would hope that he had some people around him. He didn't have nobody around him to kind of steer him in a different direction. So yeah, he got preyed on. So yeah, I do feel bad for the dude. I do.
Is
Hey,
he
call me
okay?
soft,
Is he okay?
call it what it is. Oh,
Is he okay? Steve,
Yeah,
you okay?
I'm always, yeah.
Oh,
No,
thought you about you sure?
no, hold on. I'm thinking between my head.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm good. I said,
Oh, okay. Boy, you
between
thought
my
you about to
legs.
fall off the
No,
boy, I'm
no,
about to say shit.
no.
You sure?
Yes, I'm all right. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
okay.
I'm all
What's
right.
2 + 2? -2.
Boy,
Hey, you.
I'm gonna run down. I gotta do a pole test stuff.
I mean, the way you was leaning, I was like, is he
Yeah,
about to fall?
my
Did
bad.
it not look like that, Bronco? Am I tripping?
Hey, I was at the time. I didn't until you said he was okay. I looked at it, and then that's when I stopped. I'm like,
Right.
oh shit.
It's okay. Yeah, yeah,
So by the time I called it, he started responding.
yeah.
I'm like, oh shit.
But I
Right.
heard it. I heard
Yeah.
y'all.
No, just making sure.
Okay.
Shit.
Okay. Yeah. No,
Yeah, cause
it's no.
shit. I'm like making sure, cause hell, what's his name? The rapper, Big Pokey.
Oh,
You talking about Big
oh.
Pokey?
That's
Say
Yeah,
that.
man. That
Listen,
shit was.
I
Did
got
y'all
the
see the
video.
video?
I
I didn't
got
see
it.
the video.
That
Yeah,
shit
I
was.
got
I
it.
can't believe TMZ posted this shit.
Hey
Which
man,
I
I
mean,
can.
I can, but it's like
I
they
mean,
don't
did
even
you
know who the
see it?
nobody that worked for TMZ knew who the fuck Big Pokey was.
I mean, that was so crazy. It went nationwide. Because when
Yeah,
you see it, you don't think something wrong with him, and then he a big old dude.
and
So
it's like he literally took his last breath into that microphone. He literally was like,
yeah, I thought he damn near
and
hit his
passed back,
head.
fell back.
Yeah, I thought he hit his head, but it was more of
Yeah,
his
I think
shoulder,
that.
whatever
Yeah,
it was. Man, I was
Yeah.
like,
damn.
that's
I
just a
know them
crazy
people
ass
there
thing.
probably traumatized like a motherfucker. Cause
For real.
shit, that's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
shit.
But man, you
Look,
know, all that, and we should have touched on that in the beginning. R.I.P. Big
Mhm.
Pokey.
Yeah,
Um, definitely a legend in Texas.
hell yeah.
Um,
That's why I was like, that's us.
you know what
Shit.
I'm
yeah,
saying? Like for real, for real. That's quintessential Texas right there.
I was jamming that
Um,
earlier today. Yeah,
yeah.
Hmm.
So make sure that y'all, bump y'all some Big Pokey if you don't know
yeah,
what it
yeah.
is, man. Go on to your
That's it.
your Spotify,
Okay.
your Apple Music, whatever.
Running streams up.
Texas, Texas,
Hell
yeah,
yeah, definitely run them streams
yeah,
up.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
as far as these this thought out here, she don't deserve half. The moment she got fucked by
Nah, she
Future, that should
definitely
have been
don't.
it.
Yeah,
That should
Yeah,
have been
because
it.
hell, Future reminds me of that poster my biology teacher had and hung up that said, "You can get an STD from your partners, partners, partners,
hey, hey,
partners, partners."
Listen, I got
And
a
it just
question.
kept going to
When
infinity.
when was the last time Pippen was with the Bulls? Like
Whew,
I mean,
2001.
okay. So I'm just
damn.
talking about before they blew up, right?
Oh, now I gotta
When,
look it up.
when I mean, she was never around. Hell, you didn't even know Pippen had a wife. So that's
Yeah,
what I'm
that's true.
saying.
He
If they
kept
wasn't
her
making,
ass hidden.
if they wasn't making him, spotlight him back in the day, I'm like,
Pippen's
how all of a sudden y'all
Pippen left
relevant?
in '98.
Like, how y'all relevant now? Like, uh, what are y'all, time capsule shit or something? Like,
Well, I know her relevancy came because of the Real Housewives. That's how I learned of her. Because, like you said, nobody really knew who she was. But when the Real Housewives did
nobody
the
watching
Miami
that now.
franchise, that's how she gained notoriety. But then she started hanging with the Kardashians. And then, of course, in 2016, when they got divorced, he cheated on her with a Sports Illustrated model, which was her friend. So, I mean, shit. And I know he ain't no squeaky clean ass athlete.
All right, so why you say he ain't squeaky clean ass athlete?
Nigga,
Cause now
nigga,
hold on, because
If Jackie Christie had to be at every game in the locker room to prevent bitches from getting to basic looking ass Doug light skinned ass Christie, you mean to tell me, man, please. I ain't finna say that. I ain't finna say he dogged her out, but I know for a fact his ass was a cheater. Because basketball wise, uh, them bitches used to tell it all on them reality shows.
so my question, I mean, I think she got a lick back, my nigga, like a long time ago. Like I'm pretty sure she
I
got a lick back.
think she get the half, but I mean, as far as we don't know what that man put her through, so it just like well, I mean, we only see what she putting him through
It,
because
it,
she
it,
not
sound,
giving a
it,
fuck.
sound, it sound like he put her through a nice little bankroll and a whole lot of fucking, but like, I
Well,
mean, but hey, I guess the payout is real, man.
but if the
More.
roles were reversed, y'all would be cheering that shit the fuck on.
You know why? Because the shit never happens.
I was gonna
That is
say,
But
a lie. That is a
I was gonna say,
lie.
it don't never happen in
That is a lie.
like it's even a thought. You
Kelly
know what I'm saying?
Clarkson
Like
is another
it's
one
not
who had to pay
even
her husband.
who.
Kelly Clarkson, the first American Idol
Yeah,
winner,
yeah,
they
yeah,
got her
yeah,
own TV show. She from
yeah.
Burleson. She had to pay her husband money, but my girl
Uh,
didn't. My Tia Mowry, they divorce decree just came out today. They walked away with what they walked in with.
so nothing in a lot.
yeah, the
Nothing.
same. Yeah,
Nothing in a lot, basically.
yeah.
And
I
they
mean,
basically left amicably. They split everything as far as like taking care of the kids. He get to see them half out of the week, and she get the other half of the week. She pay for one kid's tuition. He pay for the other kid's tuition. She pay for this kid's sports extracurricular. He got to pay for the other one. I said, well, shit, that's fair because hell, she was the one with the bag. He didn't have shit. She met this nigga at the bus stop, and that ain't. I don't know too many bitches
dang,
that got a bag that's
why,
gonna take a nigga from the bus stop.
But I
exactly, and
mean,
that's my point. But there's a whole bunch of niggas out here. I mean, hell, LL Cool J made a whole
her
song
dad was
about it.
just a little bit
Standing
bigger
at the
than his
bus
dad.
stop, sucking on a lollipop. How many songs do? How many bitches did LL Cool J find at the bus stop?
Right.
Like
With the
he found a
bamboo
bunch of bitches at
earrings.
the bus stop. Right, at least two pair.
Okay.
Like,
Hey, he's
but
looking
see,
for a roundaway girl, but
look,
he's still married to his roundaway girl. They coming up on 30 some years,
right.
35, I
My,
think.
my my point is this, and I mean it is what it is. I'm not mad about it. The game is the game. I just want for people to acknowledge that there is a difference
Yeah.
in what women are willing to accept and deal with, and what men have to kind of conform to, and what they're willing to accept and deal with. A man, a man can go find his chick at the bus stop, and ain't nobody will blink an eye.
Right.
And when they split up, he's gonna be expected to give her half his shit.
Yeah.
Whereas a woman can find her dude at the bus stop, and we doing everything but halfway applauding that she didn't have to give up shit.
Uh,
So
Well,
so my point is that look, I don't care one way or another. I just want people to acknowledge that there is a difference.
yeah.
That's all.
but can it be that women are more going when they go into these marriages where they have the upper hand as far as the income, that they are more smarter about it? Because a lot of men just marry or marry or impregnate or do whatever, and don't give a fuck about the shoot first, ask questions never until it's
Hey,
time to ask questions.
that is a very broad stroke that I couldn't answer that honestly because I don't really know. But what I will say is that from what I can see and the information that has been provided over numerous occasions, that there is a difference. There's a difference in the outcome, and there's also a difference in how we, as a society, respond. Like I said, Tia ain't got to give up nothing. I'm pretty sure that there's a faction of chicks out there. I'm not saying you a part of it, April. There's a faction of chicks out there applying. Yeah, she ain't have to give him a damn thing. Yeah, send him back to the bus stop he came from. And that same faction of women is probably like, yeah, get Scotty for half his shit, girl. And it's like, well, I mean, he might have found her at the same goddamn bus stop. So,
Well,
my point is that, like I said, it don't move me one way or another because I mean none of these motherfuckers pay my bills, give me money. I'm just saying that can we at least at some point can we all be adult enough to acknowledge that there is a difference? That's all.
Yeah.
But y'all. With that being said, we know that it was gonna be a quick one tonight. We just wanted to give y'all a little bit of what was on our mind about what was going on in the news, this, that, and the other. Before we check up out of here, we want to say our final words. April, we give it to the ladies first, always. April, what you got for the people? April, you there, baby?
Hello.
can you
Yeah.
can you
Okay,
hear
we
me?
can hear you now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was saying
We can
thank
hear you.
y'all.
We thought you was looking up submarines or something.
Yeah. That's what I was just gonna say.
Bullshit.
You got the deepest shit.
Thank y'all for listening, and y'all can follow me on April O'Neil on Facebook, and y'all have a good night.
Boss Hog.
Hey, man, listen. Again, great show. Please like us on all our social media platforms, and hey, just have a good rest of the week.
Indeed. And I am B Rock. You can find me at Brock is Great on all social media platforms. Again, we do appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Thank y'all for following, continuing to listen. As we always say, if you got anything you want us to hit on, by all means, feel free to hit us up,
Right.
inbox us, post it to our social media page. I promise you we'll attack it there, especially if it start getting some traction. We'll come forward. And also get prepared because we're setting it up to where our guests are going to start being able to call in now and be more of some live interaction with us. So for those of y'all who think y'all want that smoke with us, you're going to get your shot. So y'all just continue to stay tuned, continue to keep rocking with us. And until next week, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all, and we out. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Night night.